My name is Jess, and I just finished my second year in biomedical science at the University of Guelph. Getting career experience can be difficult, but starting while you're still in post secondary is a great way to create connections that could help you even after you get your degree. Zoe, Kai, Shaheer, Catherine, and Maria all asked questions about how to do this, and I'm here today to try and give some advice about how to find the right opportunities in university. Zoe asked, how can you find internships or opportunities to help decide what career you want to pursue? And Kai asked, do universities have programs to help find part-time employment? I can't speak for every university, obviously, but I know at Guelph we do have specific initiatives in place to help the students of the university find part-time jobs. At Guelph, there's a website called Experience Guelph, which you log into using your student ID, and there are hundreds of jobs posted there that you can look through from employers who are specifically looking for university students. A lot of them are looking for co-op students, but you can still look through and find jobs in the area that might be more related to your degree than something you would find on a general site. This might not be the same for all universities, but having spoken to friends, I know a lot of them have different dedicated sites or programs to help connect students with job opportunities that would really fit them and help them get experience in the field they want to go into someday. Talking about experience, Maria asked, what type of experience can a college or university offer in real life situations? Often it is stated that college is more hands-on and experience-based than university, and university is more theoretical. That, I believe, is true in context of your classes and your lectures, but really, I think when it comes to experience, it's all about what you choose to do and what you make of it. If you want to get involved and get experiences that will help you in the future during college or university, I would highly recommend taking a co-op program if your major offers it, because that gives you the opportunity to get out into the workforce several times throughout your degree. So you can get an idea of the things that you like and don't, and it also gives you great things to put on your resume in the future when you're applying for a job if you already have experience in a relevant field. Shaheer asked, how important is networking during your studies to secure other opportunities, and how can you do so? Great question, Shaheer. Personally, I think networking is super important during university, but it's not actually as difficult as you might think. Universities often set up dedicated networking events. I know I went to Ottawa last year to participate in a networking event through Health Canada, where we got to meet with different government employees in science jobs and talk to them about what they did in their daily life. But it's not always that dedicated. There's also things like if there's a prof that you're really interested in their work, you could approach them and ask if they would be willing to sit down with you and explain it and have a coffee. Or I know that one of the clubs I was in, the Biomed Society, ran an event called Pizza Prof, where you could go and just have a slice of free pizza and talk to different profs in the department. It doesn't have to be a difficult process. Even just going up to a prof at the beginning of the year and being like, hi, I'm really excited for your class. My name is blank. I'm looking forward to it, is a great way to open those doors. You can also go and speak to profs on their office hours when you need help and start developing a connection. Even if you don't think you're networking for a job at the time, it's always good to get to know people because you never know when an opportunity might come up. And if they already know you, they're going to be a lot more likely to be like, oh, I've met that student before. They would be great for this. Opportunities can come and go all the time, but knowing more people is what really helps you get your foot in the door. Finally, Catherine asked, as an incoming post-secondary student excited for co-op placements and internships, what advice could you give me that could boost my chances of landing co-op placement or interview? I personally think that every interview and co-op placement will be a bit different, but when it comes to, in general, how do you boost your chances, I always recommend writing a cover letter, even if the job doesn't ask for one. It shows initiative and it's much easier to demonstrate your particular interest and passion for a job in a cover letter than it is in a resume, although having a strong resume is still important. At your post secondary institution, there might be a career writing center where you can bring in your resumes and cover letters and get them marked by someone who's been through co op or has experience with hiring. And I would highly recommend this. It's a great way to tighten up any small mistakes and to make your resume and cover letter really stand out to an employer. Once you've actually gotten an interview for a co op placement or an internship, I always recommend going into an interview and being as confident as you can be, even if you're nervous. You're trying to sell yourself to an employer and have them be like, wow, this is the person I want to hire for the job. So show that. Make sure if you have any relevant experience, you bring it up and have a chance to talk about it. And be honest with your employer about your strengths and weaknesses, but make sure that they know that you're the person they want to hire for the job. I hope some of these tips help a little bit with getting career experience in university. Best of luck to you next year.